How was your night last night?
Good, mate. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Say what's up to the vlog.
Vlogging.
How do you say like last night? You can take it off.
What's the name of the vlog? Okay, the camera's take the camera.
Thank you.
Nice talking, baby. Oh, sorry. I'm a little fucked up, but will you take care of me forever and ever?
With Jake Paul currently recovering in the hospital, Anthony Joshua's unexpected visit has created major buzz across the boxing world. Joshua didn't just make headlines with his performance in the ring, he changed the narrative by showing up in person. His gesture shifted the focus from competition to respect, proving that boxing isn't only about winning, but also about sportsmanship and the presence of a true heavyweight leader.
How was your night last night?
Duke McKenzie pointed out how Joshua's knockout of Jake Paul wasn't just about getting the win, it was about making a statement. The result left Paul with a broken jaw, underlining the physical reality of stepping into the ring with a true heavyweight. Seeing Joshua later visit Paul in the hospital added another layer to the moment. It reflected the intensity of the sport, the risks involved, and what can happen when someone underestimates an elite champion. In that single episode, you could see both respect for the fight game and the serious consequences that come with it.
Anthony Joshua did that to him, because now he won't be able to talk like he does for a while.
After the tough defeat, Jake Paul went on social media to thank his supporters, sharing a message that reflected humility and self-awareness. Even while recovering from a broken jaw and a heavy knockout, his words suggested he understood the level of challenge that comes with facing someone like Anthony Joshua. In the aftermath, fans could sense a shift in tone, a growing respect for the experience and for the caliber of opponent he stepped in to face, even in defeat.
Sur le Twitter de Jake Paul, qui réagit directement après le combat. Donc ça, vous voyez quand il met thank you à tout le monde, donc à ses supporters, à ses haters, à sa team, à tous les combattants, à Netflix, à la boxe, à Dieu, il dit merci à tout le monde. Ça, c'était juste avant le combat et il disait ce soir, enfin cette nuit, nous allons choquer le monde. Ça, c'était juste avant le combat. Et ce qui est drôle, c'est que le tweet de juste après, c'est est-ce que j'étais payé pour perdre?
Anthony Joshua's visit to Jake Paul in the hospital revealed a side of a champion that extends beyond the ring. The knockout may have decided the fight, but the moment afterward carried its own meaning. By showing up in person, Joshua demonstrated composure and professionalism, reinforcing the seriousness of stepping into the heavyweight division. Seeing him speak directly with Paul reflected the respect he commands, the discipline he maintains, and the responsibility that comes with being an elite fighter. For fans watching it unfold, the message was clear. Joshua's presence isn't defined by power alone. He carries himself with control, awareness, and the mindset of a seasoned champion, both inside and outside the ring. Carl Froch summed up the situation by pointing out how unrealistic it was to think Jake Paul could truly compete with Joshua at that level. Even after spending 18 minutes in the ring, Paul struggled to make a meaningful impact, while Joshua controlled the pace and exchanges throughout. Froch noted how survival instinct seemed to take over once the gap in skill, power, and ring IQ became clear. For fans watching, it reinforced just how composed and precise Joshua was on the night, leaving little room for error and demonstrating the kind of authority expected from a top-level heavyweight.
Fucking piss take that this guy's in there with Anthony Joshua, swinging away, landing. What's he done? He's had 18 minutes and landed 2 shots. And he's gone on survival mode.
Boxing Ego highlighted the severity of the damage Joshua caused, noting reports that Paul's jaw was broken in 2 places. The situation served as a stark reminder of the kind of power and precision Joshua brings into the ring. For fans, it wasn't about exaggeration. It illustrated the clear difference in levels on the night. The hospital aftermath reinforced that the knockout wasn't just a strong finish, but a decisive moment that underscored the risks of facing an elite heavyweight and the impact such a result can have on a fighter's career.
The kid has a broken jaw, it appears, after fighting Anthony Joshua, right? I made this graphic for you guys. You see it. Got his jaw broken in 2 places.
Care of me forever and ever? Little fucked up. But when you take care of me forever and ever? Little fucked up. But when you take care of me forever and ever?
The Wade concept breaks down how Jake Paul appeared to focus on survival and look for a counter opportunity, hoping to shift momentum. However, that approach mainly delayed the outcome rather than changing it. While Joshua's timing may have been tested in moments, his overall power, composure, and ring control ultimately made the difference. Observers could see his ability to adjust under pressure and stay disciplined. It may not have been a perfect performance, but it reinforced why he's regarded as a formidable presence in the heavyweight division.
I think Jake fought a very, how do I survive long enough to land a right hand type of fight? And it made it a little difficult for AJ to get his timing. No excuses. AJ didn't look great. I'll be honest. He didn't look great. He didn't look like, an AJ we thought we were going to get, the marauder, the guy that was going to come forward and bang out Jake in 1 round. Pause.
Badarian pointed out that even after a tough knockout loss, Jake Paul gained some respect for his determination. Many fans admire the courage it takes to step into the ring with someone like Joshua. At the same time, the outcome clearly highlighted Joshua's dominance throughout the fight. While the trending phrase celebrates Paul's heart and resilience, it doesn't change the reality that Joshua was in control from start to finish. The bravery was evident, but the difference in skill was clear.
Jake is safe, and more so that he showed his heart. I don't know if you guys were looking on Twitter, but until about 20 minutes ago, the #1 trending thing on Twitter wasn't Jake Paul getting knocked out, wasn't Jake Paul, wasn't Anthony Joshua. It literally was the phrase, respect.
Johnny Nelson described how Joshua methodically broke down Paul's confidence over the course of the fight. It wasn't simply about overpowering him, but about revealing the gap between his claims and his actual ability in the ring. As the rounds unfolded, viewers could sense Paul's confidence fading with each accurate shot. Joshua's control extended beyond physical strength. It was also mental, demonstrating that true heavyweight excellence requires both skill and psychological command.